mice feces. Let me just that they would put her in here with. Been here since 2018, along with these diabetes debris that they were supposed to clean up, that they said they cleaned up, and they didn't clean it up. Okay, they never came and cleaned it up. Matter of fact, they told her if she pulled all her rug up, if she pulls her rug up, they're going to fine her. So we just said, okay, leave that carpet how it is. Don't pull it up. But it's full of dirt. It's full of feces. It's full of um, it's full of just debris and all types of stuff. Literally, like she didn't have any heat for 2 years. They had to fix these units multiple times, and actually, she has video record of the maintenance saying, "Oh yeah, these units they are blowing out cold air." So for multiple winters, she had been complaining about her units. DCRA said, well, they're malfunctioning or something like that, and they just got her heat um, before they wanted her to, leave the building. So I feel like that wasn't feasible for her while she was in her unit to not have heat the whole time until a month before they told her, well, hey, we don't want you, occupying our building anymore. The reason why they don't want her occupying the building is because her lawyer had her sign an agreement stating that he would help her find housing. And so if she was to move by a certain date, he would help her find housing and she would be okay. But that was DC Pro Bono Bar Center. It was, but the shooter base never got resolved. Um, so yeah, they had her sign a paper saying she would move by a certain date, and the lawyer had her sign a paper saying he would help her by a certain date, and he did not do so. So she will have to leave without another unit to go to. So that's what my friend is going through right now. Not only did she have code violations the whole time, but now she has to leave her unit. So this area right here, let me show you guys what's going on. So basically, they put this carpet down, and this was right. She showed me this. This was like basically underneath here, but as you can see, it's rotted, and it has nails sticking out of it. This has nails sticking out of it. So she put bubble wrap right here because they just put this carpet down, and any of you guys know like that's not how you lay carpet. That's not how you lay floor. A 5-year-old could have did better than. Come on, man. A 5-year-old could have did better than that. And this is what she's been dealing with while she's been here. She pulled it up and cleaned underneath it because it had started to mold. She started to smell it. And so she pulled it up and she cleaned it. But this is the floor that they were supposed to have done before they laid this carpet. As you guys can see, the floor wasn't done. They laid these spiky things down, which you can feel with your feet. Yeah, you can feel these like, okay. And so what are the other issues? One of the main issues was the heat, but I feel like her pro bono lawyer set her up. A pro bono lawyer is supposed to advocate for you. They're supposed to advocate, for the client and keep you in a good position, good standing position. But this pro bono lawyer had her sign a paper saying she would leave if he helped her with housing, and he didn't help her with housing. So that's basically what happened. She had all trust in the lawyer, thinking that he would help her find housing before the date that she had to move out. It's not about owing rent, because it's a lot of people that owe rent right now. So y'all motherfuckers need to be worried about what y'all need to scrape up so y'all can keep y'all place. This lady don't owe anything. It's just a simple fact that she signed an agreement that she would leave, and signed an agreement with her lawyer stating that he would help her find housing. Um, and like I said, that wasn't the case. So, like I said, she's had. Good morning, you guys. Okay, so this stove, I think I showed you guys on the last live, but the stove doesn't come out. It's literally like stuck. There's no way to get the stove out, so there's no to clean behind the stove. You can't get back there at all. So, yeah, I know that's feces back here. Her first day, she told me that there was feces, in her unit, and this was January, I believe, 2018. Um, Legal Aid actually put her in this unit, and she told Legal Aid, like, look, the unit is filthy. They need to come fix it. Um, or move me into a different unit. And they told her, like, we don't have anything available. Call DCRA. So after legal aid put her over here, they said, well, it's feces, this and that. Well, you need to call DCRA. And they just left her in the unit. I don't see how legal aid lawyers could do something like that. Excuse me. With the knowledge that there is feces, mold, um, mice holes, dirt, just heavy, heavy, heavy dirt underneath the carpeting. There's no way that you buy a vacuum 3 weeks after moving into a place and it sucks up a whole container, the bagless vacuum full of dirt. Like, it's just disgusting, plain disgusting. Horning Brothers Management. This is Horning Brothers. Um, they are really, really big in DC. They have a lot of businesses. They have a lot of properties. So they tend to do this to the elderly, the disabled, people that don't know how to advocate for themselves. They tend to stick people in, nasty situations and then make them go through all this court proceedings and stuff. And by the way, she won all her cases against Horning Brothers since she has been underneath their management, their rental management company. So it's not like she's a piss poor tenant, or it's not like she don't pay her rent. It's just that her complaints that were made, they were never resolved. And so she's been in court for 2 years, the whole time that she's been living in her unit. So we got the mold, we got the feces, we got the fact that she can't clean the unit properly, we got the heat. What else did she say? What else did she say? I don't know if you guys could see the shoddy work that they did when they took the unit out and put it back. You can tell that it's not even, you see the crack in the wall? Yeah, that's drafty, But it is what it is. It is what it is. Just wanted to show y'all. The units are off because after a certain amount of time, they kick out code. That is a malfunction issue. It has been noted and it has been brought to the management's attention multiple times. Like I said, my friend had not been able to use her heat properly in the past 2 winters, and I feel like that's not right to have somebody who's disabled, to have somebody who's asthmatic in a unit with no heat, with mold, with feces, and let's not forget about the mushrooms that had grown. I think she said the mushrooms were right here. As you guys can see, they were supposed to send someone in to, especially not, they don't care about the quality of living. They don't care, If you are in a unsafe living space, they kept her in an unsafe living space all the way up until her, exiting her occupancy. So I feel like they breached a lot of duties and they have broken a bunch of laws, legal aid, DC Pro Bono Bar Center, Stinson LLC. She have contacted Fox 5. She contacted Channel 7, Channel 9 in reference to her conditions. She's contacted City Paper, Department of Health, Department of Housing, um, and a bunch of other places, office attendant advocates. She's been to a bunch of places in reference to her unit being the way that it is and the fact that there's debris underneath here that you can feel with your toes, but you can't get to it. Different pieces around the property, inside the unit that you can't get to. So it's been plenty of times that she's stepped in that area and have hurt her feet because there's like, I don't know if they're rocks. I don't know what kind of debris is underneath this carpeting that they didn't clean, but it's disgusting. And that's really how it is in DC. Like, if you don't have the money to pay market rent, and even so, if you are living in a market rent building with subsidized units, it's very hard. They don't treat people equally in DC. Um, I mean, it's just sad. I feel bad for my friend because, she's had these mouse problems, these mouse holes, and it's feces, and it's mushrooms, and it's, you know, all types of stuff you're not supposed to be living with when you have asthma and you have bronchitis. And, just period. In life, you shouldn't be living like that. Nobody should. Nobody should have to be placed somewhere that is disgusting and filthy and then be made to stay or have to pay, to be put somewhere else. It was their job to make sure that she was placed somewhere neat and clean and habitable. And her place has been, uninhabitable for 2 years. I thank you guys for watching this live. Make sure you, I don't know, tag, hashtag Fox 5, DC, Channel 7, Channel 9, Horning Brothers, Property Management, Stinson LLC, DC Pro Bono Bar Center, DC Legal Aid, everybody who she contacted in reference to her unit since 2018 up until now. Please, you guys, try to let these people know that the conditions were poor and, Pro Bono Law Center, they kind of played her, out of a place to live. They had her sign something knowing that the law firm or Pro Bono Law was not going to be able to help her find adequate housing. So they basically, Legal Aid and Pro Bono Law Center basically made her homeless. Okay, you guys? They made her homeless. She signed the paper unknowingly, not knowing that, the lawyer wasn't going to help her find housing in time. And so even though she tried to appeal it multiple times in court, they still went ahead and were like, nope, you signed the paper saying you would go, so now you have to go. So it's really messed up, They put her in a situation where she don't have nowhere to stay. ABC News knows this, Channel 9, NBC, Channel 5. This has been brought to everybody's attention about my disabled friend who is, ill, who is disabled. They like to take